This parking lot in New York City was part of the grand vision of the master urban planner that virtually had unchecked power for decades. His name was Robert Moses. He amassed vast amounts of political power without ever being elected into public office. And he would carve highways up and down through the neighborhoods of New York City, flooding out the middle-class city dwellers to the suburbs of Long Island. By the 1930s, the Federal Housing Administration was deeming the neighborhoods around the Corona ash dumps as high risk for any loans. Moses took advantage of the dwindling property values and gobbled up large parcels of land to build the Grand Central Parkway and other roadways nearby. His vision was to transform these heaps of garbage into one of the most glorious World's Fairs ever held, all accessible by car via his highways. However, after 1941, Robert Moses actually lost control of this part of the land because the World's Fair was a financial disaster for the city. This ended up becoming a massive commuter parking lot, offering free parking to any commuters traveling on the elevated train over to Manhattan. In 1957, Walter O'Malley, the owner of the Brooklyn Dodgers, was faced with his Ebbets Field ballpark falling into disrepair. So he proposed to move the Dodgers next to the Long Island Railroad's Atlantic Terminal. Moses had a say on what could be constructed there. He denied O'Malley's request, offering him instead to move Dodgers to Willets Point. O'Malley refused and was famous for saying, "If I had to move 3 miles outside of Brooklyn, I might as well move 3,000. The Dodgers moved to Los Angeles in 1958. The mayor at the time recruited William Shea to lure an expansion baseball team to Queens. A private lease was provided to Joan Payson to build a new stadium for the New York Mets. In April 1964, the Mets played their very first game at the shiny new blue-colored Shea Stadium. Of course, it was surrounded by thousands of parking spots. Citi Field was built to replace the rapidly aging Shea Stadium. New York owns the land, so a 99-year private lease had to be negotiated between the Mets and New York. One of the caveats that New York required was 7,500 parking spots. Now we are still left with a sea of asphalt and concrete amongst the rapidly changing Queens, with nothing to do nearby before or after the game. You drive, see the game, and get stuck in traffic going back home. But this sea of asphalt will soon become a massive entertainment center, with the Gaming Commission of New York granting a casino license for right here. Let me know, do you think this transformation from parking lot into entertainment center is the right thing for New York? Stay curious, my friends.